The following video has been approved by the JD marketing team. It is rated JD for intense use of the word damn and many beaver related puns. This video may not be suitable for all beavers. Good morning and g'day mate. Welcome back to Timberborn with me, JD. Now, we're starting off in not a drought for a change, and we have many things we need to do before the next drought hits. So let's walk through them bit by bit. First off, we're going to bring up the priorities tab so we can see that there's a few things that I want to get done. First thing we're going to talk about is an extra scavenger flag. Need an extra scavenger flag? Obviously need an extra scavenger flag because we have 3 lots of ruins here and I want them gone. I want to put some storage down here. I'd also really like to get some housing down here because we don't have quite enough beavers in our home district for all the jobs that we have. So I need to get some extra beaver hands. Okay. On top of that, we have the Great Toothy Lock. As you can see, we are building this from both sides. On top of that, we're using the color coding method to hopefully make sure no beavers get stuck, because I need to have this done. We're also coming over here and landscaping 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, also coming over here and building in the corner. I'm trying to have as many builders as possible get these projects done. Lastly, we're trying to clear out all the plants because I have seen the experimental version update. If you've missed it, I have actually posted a video about the experimental version and what the changes are and all that sort of stuff. It is on the channel if you want to go have a look. But it means all our berries in here that we put so much time and effort into planting are going to all die. So I'm sort of planning for that. And at the moment we have our second layer of pumps going in. I need to build more scaffolding down to get a third layer of pumps. And then finally a fourth layer of pumps. The sad thing is, if I want to spend the beaver horsepower, I could just have a pump that pumps the water up higher so we could use little water pumps to pick up the water. But, you know, future considerations for future projects. But yes, I need to get Toothy Lock done as fast as possible and try not to have any beavers die in the process. So that's that project. On top of that, in our next district, our Sacrifice District is putting in its first large water tank. Okay, it has its own gear production, so we're going to try and get that in. You are done. You can be unpaused. Trying to get that done, and then we're going to start ripping up these small water tanks, putting in some big ones. On top of that, we're adding some more water pumping because water pumping is great. Lastly, whilst they are... This district is great on food, not so much on wood because we're still planting. Unfortunately, with the changes coming, we'll see how wood goes in the future. But they're trying their hardest to plant as many trees as possible. We are going to have some wood issues for a little while in this district. I'm actually looking at expanding out the water, but we'll get to that shortly, to have even more planting in this district. I'm probably planting something that's not maple, because with the changes, maple is not as good as it used to be. Last thing I want to look at doing is over here. I would really like to get a dam across here. And the reason I'd like to get a dam across here is over in this corner. If we turn on transparent water, I have 1, 2, 3 water sources. These are underground springs. And then over here, right top of this cliff, I have another spring giving me a little waterfall, which is awesome. But I really want to get those, tapped off, because we have the river coming down here, splitting in 2 and then exiting the map. And if I can dam that off, which, by the way, side note, I'm pretty sure the map has updated. Maybe it hasn't. Maybe I aim to build a dam. I don't know. I want to get that dammed off. If I can get that dammed off, it means I can save all that water for a future district. Because I have plans. We have plans for the Sacrifice District. We need a new district right about here, which is going to provide more timber for a central district, which is going to be a manufacturing district. Over here, we're going to be providing beaver horsepower. Because with the updates and changes, water wheels suck. That is my official term. They suck. Lastly, we have water flowing down here, trying to get these pumps up and running because we need some water. We need some water tucked away. Anyway, that's our plans so far. You guys are all up and running. Excellent. Okay, first off, we're going to start the Sacrifice District. We're going to look at some carrots, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Sure. And right about here, we're going to go levee, 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 stairs, and then a water dump. Because honestly, this is the best way to deal with water outright. Just irrigate the areas you want irrigated, and just not care if they are naturally irrigated or not. Just irrigate them yourself. Obviously, once I get and pine in there, please, and pine in there, and we'll even throw some pine in here. There. And I want to move that path. Path, outer tile. All of that, go away. Which means I can go for more maple. Because why not? And path is going to come through right there. So we want to unplant those trees. You guys will leave for the moment. So yeah, I want to get obviously more foresting up and running, and we're going to have in the future, when the experimental version goes live, I'm going to need a certain amount of trees we don't chop down. Definitely of the pine variety, maybe of other varieties for some of the more advanced items. So we need to get some pine planted. Can I get... You know what? If I put you there and there, that probably is enough reach. You know what? I even put in a third one. Okay. So yeah, Sacrifice District is trying to get more housing because they have stable food and stable water. So we might as well get more housing so we can have more beavers. I have 32 children currently. It is a lot. Don't get me wrong. But why not? Why not? It's pretty much what it rolls down to. As for one other thing I want to do in the main district, which is like our long-term project, we're going to have a fairly long-term project right here, is once we get rid of this metal, I want to put in some storage, some large warehouses. I'd love to get the underground warehouses, but I just can't afford it yet. So I want to get some large warehouses, whack them in here with some extra housing, like I said. And then, because we've got rid of all that metal, can we get rid of the plank on the screen? Thank you. We want to put in a shredder, finally. So I want to convert all that metal into something useful, which we're going to put here, which is going to have a bit of an access problem. So to fix that, we're going to need some platforms, like so, and some paths, like so. And also, now that we have finished in the main district at least, finished with all our gear projects. So we have all tanks, all large tanks for now. Unfortunately, when this is done, I'm going to have to move all the large tanks. I now have room for tanks, for gears, for large windmills. So we're going to want a large windmill at 1,400 science points. And the first thing we need to do is we need to know how these work. So obviously they have power at the back, like the previous ones did. And they need to have at least a one-tile gap from something else. And from an existing windmill, they both need a one-tile gap. They can't share a one-tile gap. Okay. So we're going to have windmill, 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 windmill. Windmill, windmill, windmill. I could put you there and there. And there and there. How about I just move you down a tile so you line up with the other set. Yeah, remove that, and back into there, back into there. Put one there, one there, one there. Okay, so that'll give me a bunch of windmills, which are going to need their own power connection, and we're going to remove you. Actually, no. First thing we're going to do is we're going to up the priority on you, because you need gears, and down the priority on all the windmills, because I do not want to waste gears on them just yet. We want to get all the drivetrains in. So drivetrain-wise, the power in here can go around this, so I haven't broken anything yet. We need a drivetrain there, drivetrain there, drivetrain there. I need... Ooh. So, one of the reasons I build a four-way drivetrain, rather than just building a 90-degree turn. Or here I could have done a T intersection. I built a four-way, because there's always a possibility I want to bridge into it later. And a one log straight power shaft costs 1 log. A power shaft turn costs 2 logs. A T intersection costs 3. And a Four-way intersection costs 4. They're not that expensive. Consequently, I tend to build them every chance I get, because you never know what you might want to change. So if we do straight log, there, all the way across there, there, into there, and into there, with the only addition being, swap that out for one of them. I'll put in a single straight now with another straight later, because I don't want to, I'm trying to avoid sacrificing beavers to stupidity, although it's very hard sometimes. And the only other thing I want to do is I want to reverse you, so your drive sticks out the back, and then I can throw that in there. Okay, so that's going to be our plan for these beavers. We're going to have that as highest priority, and we're also going to go delete mark resources. Get rid of those 2 carrots, please, so we can get that path through. Okay, so this is going to give us a shredder at the same time as we already have the path right there. I need to go through. I'm going to go up and over this power shaft. I want to get a shortcut in for the beavers. I don't know whether we're going to use the shortcut long term. Do I need that wood chopper there? Technically I do. Yeah, I'd like to get a shortcut through here, because ideally our district centers are over here in the corner. Because it's over here in the corner, we're wasting a lot of potential reach to the left and up, that if the district center was over here, for argument's sake, and we still had good pathing over to this side, we could move the district center, which I'm not against doing. Really not against doing. So, yeah, I want to have a look at potentially putting the district center here, maybe, and have a shortcut straight through there. So rip up some of our crops, which wouldn't be the end of the world. Okay, so you have 2 unemployed beavers. Yeah. We'll put Splinter and Charity Beaver to hard work. And again, if I haven't already mentioned it, to those that have been submitting names of beavers, I very much do appreciate it. There are some awesome names out there, and anytime I see a great one in the comments, it automatically gets added. So if I haven't said thank you already, please take this as my universal thank you for the awesome names you guys are submitting, and they're getting instantly thrown into the game. We're waiting on, well, beavers to get things done, basically. We need to pump up as much water as we can. We need to finish building the lock. Actually, no, we can do some of this project. So this project is going to require, I need to come down 2 tiles from where I am currently, which is that +1. That's the height I need to end at. So we're going to build that all the way across and all the way across. And build that in as well. Build that right the way across. No. Fill in the gaps. There and there and there. Put some tubies on top. Okay. So I have a path to here. So once I get a path to there, we're going to need you to probably be a... Okay, let's look at the end. Can I get you built out 1 tile? Actually, you're meant to be built all the way up to this point. So once you've been built to there, okay, we need water pumps. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, at least. 7 would be ideal, but there's no way I can get a path into the 7th one. So, let's look at our stair conundrum. So, if I have... First off, I need a path to there. Then I need to get down and back and over to here. Preferably 1 tile further to the left, and then I can rip off the right-hand side. So, we need a 2x. Stairs down. That's actually perfect. And we can bring that in there. So then if I go demolish, no, just, okay. Nope, I still managed to take out some of the internal structure. Okay, let's try that again. 3, 3, 3, 2 in there, 1 in there, and then water pumps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then technically I can remove all those tiles at the end. I don't think I can get down around and get onto the inside. But look, yeah, no, even if that was at full height, they wouldn't reach. Not quite. Not quite. Alright, so that gets those guys in again. I'd have to get 2 layers lower again to get into the next lot of pumps, which we can probably... Actually, we could even do it... No, I don't want to do it at that end. I'd like to do it at this end. Alright, we will set mark resources for demolition. We're going to need 3 tiles deep all the way across. Actually, technically we don't need those tiles. No, technically we do need those tiles. Okay, we'll mark all of that for demolition. So we need that done. Beavers will get to it in due course. They are building these walls frantically still. Along with, they now have a whole shredder and well, drivetrain to build. So, you know, the beavers have some busy jobs to do. Alright, so we have well, most of the crap underneath already cleared out. So it means we should be able to get in these stairs. So it should be that one, and then that one, and then that one. And then that should let us pass down 2 tiles. Okay, maybe that's the wrong one. No, that should... Oh, I need 1 more tile. No, I do need to come down 1 more tile. Okay, you go away. Low one. We're going for a low bar. We should be able to get you in. Yeah, I need to have those resources and those resources and those resources all removed. Please. Including... Delete buildings. Delete resources. That's the one. Including you, which should let me come back in here and go everything there. You guys are going to be 2 high. You're going to be 1 high. And you're actually going to be far too high for me to get a pump in. Hang on. I've gone too low. I've gone too low. I have gone too low. Remove all that. Remove that. Remove that. Okay, hang on. Let's try this again. Too high. Yes, that should be on the same height as the previous pump. You'll be 3s. You'll be 3s. You'll be 1s. And then water pump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I can't slide you further to the left one, can I? No. I really like to slide it further to the left one. Can I build a... No. No, I cannot build anything over the pumpy bit that sticks out. That's a shame. Alright, well that's going to have to be our combo. We're going to have to remove you and remove you. Need to clear off these plants. And then once they're done, we should be able to get the final row. The final row, the most important row of water pumps in, which also means I'm going to have to prioritize those stairs. Because once those stairs are done, and we can actually pump out water from in here, we're pretty much golden. It means I don't have to worry about these floodgates anymore. We can just let the river literally dry up. At the moment, we've got a height 2, and it is overflowing a little bit. But you got to remember, any water in these tiles down here is potentially just evaporating. I would much prefer to have all that water doing something useful. Of course, this is when a drought decides to show up. Bloody hell. Here am I like, yeah, we're doing great. We're getting the final things in, and then drought. Alright. Water pump there and there for right now, for ease of access. I'm going to set that up. We're going to... We've got 3 days. That's decently full. 2,000 water. That's decently full. And this district is 400 water because we just don't have storage for any more. Yeah, we may lose some beavers in the sacrifice district. Nothing in range. Oh! We're down to 1 scrap metal. Okay, pause you. Prioritize building by haulers. That should empty that building out. Same time, we're going to chop that back slightly. We're going to go into storage. I'm going to have a large warehouse right there. Oh, wrong thing. Which will hook up to a path. And I'm going to want to remove everything between there and there, I think. Warehouse, plus a tile, plus 2 tiles. That's what we need to remove. Yeah, we're going to remove all that. That should give me some room to move and play and do things. That is probably enough water let through. I'm going to crank you to 2.5 tiles, just to get a little bit more water in. And that's a bit of a lost cause. We'll try it. We will try to mark this all for above normal. We don't need that one. Helps if you start off at ground level. And make sure all their supports are also marked. Yeah, hopefully we can get some of this done. Because it'd be really nice to be able to actually pump water from inside the lock. So we've got 1 day left. 1 day left to prep, and we've got a couple of issues. One, the rear wall of the lock. The rear wall of the lock is still at 3 tiles. So even with the doors shut, we don't really want it going over 3 tiles and spilling over the back of the map. But we can keep building on up, which we're going to be doing, both there and... Damn, levee. There. Eventually we'll get high enough that we can at least start raising things up 1 more tile, which would be awesome, providing I get these pumps in and built, which are nowhere near being built, but that's besides the point. We do have 3 pumps in, which means I've also turned off the main set of pumps, which has given us a couple of extra beavers, which have gone straight into the hauling post. Hauling post to prioritize coming and collecting water from here and storing it as quickly as possible. Next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing something I like to call borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. As we can see here, I have, well, at least 7 beavers required. So we're going to come over to this lovely district who has 24 unemployed beavers. I'm going to migrate them over to District 1. Now, they don't have anywhere to sleep, but that seems like not our problem. They should... Okay, nothing to do in range. We've got another lot of metal gone. Cool. We're going to pour... Yeah, we'll pause you. Because you're fine and you're out of the way. We're going to prioritize that so it should get emptied. You are emptied. Excellent. We still need 2 more beavers. So we're going to come back over to here. And we're going to migrate across another 2. Now, these beavers have nowhere to live. So... eventually, and I have some random beavers that have not proper names. Yes, fleshy beaver. Fleshy beaver is a new beaver. But, you know, quavacot, not. Which means over here I have 0 homeless beavers. So we're going to keep pausing houses until we have homeless beavers, which I'm willing to bet it's probably going to be 1 whole wall's worth. 15 homeless beavers. That'll do us. We have 14 unemployed. Perfect. That is a perfect combination. So what I want to do now... no, that should be okay. So into our distribution post. Our distribution post is shipping over to the sacrifice district. They're shipping over paper and logs. Okay? Because we did have a lot of logs here. We don't have any logs here now, but that's besides the point. We might stop shipping logs, actually. Over here, I want to set up a brand new district. So if we click here, we can see we can get very, very far into this path. We are going to, right here, put in a district gate. So I can plan out a brand new district. Now, brand new district is going to need a water pump. Yes, we have 0.7 days left before a drought starts. So this district is probably not going to do terribly well, but that's completely besides the point. I'm going to draw a straight path through there. We're going to go to cut trees dialogue. So don't cut any of that. I want a nice clean cut through here so I can build through there. I also want a nice clean cut through... Let's go with... That has some saplings in the way. Let's go with that. Okay, so then I want a district center right here, which we're not even going to bother naming because we're going to end up ripping it up very soon. We're going to migrate across to district number 6, 14 beavers. Once they get here, we need to give them some jobs. So job number 1 is going to be wood lumberjack flag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want 10 of those. On the pronto. Then we're going to do water second. And then we're going to do farmhouse. Food third. Which we will plant carrots. You can plant out to there. Okay, so we're going to plant carrots from that tile in that general direction. Basically, if we can plant a carrot, we're going to plant a carrot. Just on the off chance that it lets us live a little bit longer. But I'm pretty sure all the 14 beavers sent from the sacrifice district are not going to see it through this particular drought. Alright, sacrificial district has chopped a path in that direction and chopped a path in that direction. Perfect. We're going to take our lovely district, who has no food yet, because I didn't bother shipping over food, and I'd like to get to there. Here would be the perfect spot to build a levee dam. Okay, first things first. How far can you reach? You can reach to here. And I'm going to save you the effort. It is from there. 3, 6, 9 tiles. So if we bring that back up, it is 9 tiles from the edge of the path is as far as the buildy beavers can reach. So I want to try and make sure that I can find a spot across this river that is far enough that we can reach to actually get a dam in. And my choices are not good and not great. Okay, so let's go with path to there. I'm going to go to levees. There to there. It'll be actually a dam on top. And a path to there. Okay, so I need to reach 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to reach to at least this tile. Can I plant a single item there, please, so we can see where our marker is, which is 2, 4, 6 tiles. So this district turns out needs to go at least 6 tiles to the left. So we're going to pop that right there. Now, of course, you now have no beavers. You have a -10 employed. That is perfect. Because those beavers are going to migrate back to there. We're going to migrate them straight back to District 7. Migrate them back there. At the same time, we're going to labor, put in a drop-off point right there, as close to the edge as we can. Because in here, we're going to ship in carrots from the main district. Berries. Carrots, berries. We've got lots of each. We have a lot of berries. Okay, we're going to ship in berries, and we're going to also ship in planks. They're going to be the 2 things we're going to ship across, because labor, builder's hut. You know, this is all probably going to remain drought stricken. So we're going to put you right there. You are maximum priority. You are not maximum priority, but pretty high priority. And that is all reachable. Well, we can reach the end, so we can definitely reach across. That is going to be the plan. You have... You're down 1 beaver. Oh, that's the other thing we need to do. Cut trees. All of them, please. Yes, and all of those, and all of those, and you know what? If we get that far, cut those as well. Okay, so back to here. We have 0 unemployed beavers. Do we have beavers doing useless jobs? Not really. And we have 1 homeless beaver, which is... Oh, actually, we've got 25 children. Okay, so I need to pause you... And you. And you. 28. 28. I now have 28. We're gonna leave the children in this district. Yeah. The second they level up, they're getting shipped across here. Oh wow, that got built in a hurry. Okay. Pause you. Pause you. Pause you. You're all running. You're all running as well. Okay. Yeah, the second we can have... Actually, can you reach? No, you can't reach. I thought you might be able to reach up here. Guess not. Yeah, the second we have some children level up in this district, like the 1 unemployed we have currently, we're just going to be shipping them straight across to the brand new district. With the job of, well... You might as well get some building done before we kill off some beavers. Because we're going to be definitely lowering our population during this drought. Oh my god, I didn't even look. It's an 18-day drought. I think somebody's coming across to build that right now. Maybe, possibly. No. We can't even sniff it. It just needs to be sniffed. There you go. Frenchy Beaver. Frenchy Beaver comes across and sniffs the building. We'll add some more in there. We'll pause you and you and you and you. And then we'll unpause you in case we get extra population. We will definitely throw some more carrots in anywhere we possibly can. And we might even, on the off chance this district actually survives, we might even throw in some, like, when you guys get to it, construction jobs of some water pumps. Because now we have 8 beavers on construction. Generally, only... Oh, actually, because they don't have potatoes, they can only carry 1 log at a time. So we might actually have all 8 building at once. You still have 25 children to level up. All depends on how quickly those children level up. We might want to excommunicate them to the brand new district. Which is just literally a starvation point for beavers. Starvation thirst point for beavers. Yeah. Because they have 1 pump to supply 17 beavers with water. And it only stores 15 in the pump. There's nowhere to put the excess water. It just fills up and then that's it. Same with food. Food we are shipping in some, but there's nothing ready to harvest yet. Yeah, we'll put in a second builder's hut. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh wow, we got really lucky. That's done. Our new district, we need to give it a name. And I know what I'm going to call it. Overexpansion District. Because, well... all these beavers are dead sooner or later. Sooner or later, we have 1 water pump running. This lovely bad boy here, run by Saggy Beaver. These are all idle. We're running out of things to chop. We do have other choppers that can be turned on. Maybe we should turn some of them on. You know what? Let's turn you off because you're full of logs. And you're mostly full. And you're mostly full. You're okay. Yeah, we'll turn you off too. We'll turn you off. Okay, maybe that'll help. At the same time, in the Sacrifice District, we have many water pumps. And as we can see, the productivity is pretty low. Because they got nothing to pump. Productivity 1%. All the tanks are full. So we're going to turn off some of these to have some extra unemployed beavers, which we're going to instantly send across to the Overexpansion District. All 18 of them. Which means we could probably turn these guys back on But before we do that, we're going to just set up some foresters. Because if I can get these built, at least, at the very minimum, built, we can at least have them replant. Replant, that's definitely the word I'm looking for. Replant the trees we've been ripping down. Now, each one of these is going to require half a dozen logs. That's not really an issue. Also, some planks. Turns out we've shipped over plenty of planks. Food is still being shipped over. We're going to plant in some more carrots anywhere we possibly can. Looks like you guys can reach to about there. Yep, to about there. We're also going to have to... 16, 19, 15, 12, 1, 2. Okay, maybe I should pause one of you guys. Going to bring that up there, and we're going to also set in lumberjack flags. How many unemployed do we have? 17. That's a lot of unemployed beavers. We're going to set up some extra flags just to, like, you know, chop anything that is wood-like, because my beavers like some wood. We're going to set all that to max priority as well, and hopefully the builders can get that done. Meanwhile, the dam, their main project, that's what I'm looking for. Main project is, we'll call that 50% complete. 50% complete. That's about as far as they have got. And like I said, the overexpansion district is not. Oh, tank's done. Tank's done. We want to mark resources for demolition. You go away. Actually, you and you and you and you and you and you. We're going to get all of that to go away, because we're going to be putting in there plus there tanks. We're going to be just filling this whole area for tanks, which is sad, because now you guys actually have something to pump. Although that water level is getting very low. And I didn't put anything in the giant water stockpile that we have down here, because I didn't think that far ahead. I didn't think that we would ever dry out our little riverbed. I didn't expect a 15-day drought. So you have no homeless beavers. You're all paused. Excellent. We're going to come around this side. We're going to start pausing on this side. Homeless. 9. Perfect. I need to just bring the population down slightly. The good news is, there isn't any. There isn't any. We did manage to pump our riverbed mostly dry. So there is one pump who was lucky enough to be in 2-tile deep water, who is Saw Beaver is occasionally pumping out some water. We're not going through a lot of it, even less when I accidentally pause the game. So we're doing fine here. We can pause another building to bring the population down again. We have 11 unemployed. We're going to migrate those across to the overexpansion district. This is not the crematorium district, it's the overexpansion district, where we'll probably open a crematorium district in the not too distant future. But yes, we have a small water issue, just because we pumped the river dry. Now, there is absolutely nothing I can do about that. So there is no solution in the world apart from just let the district survive. They do have 1,000 water. They do have a lot of food. I have some confidence. It's not a lot of confidence, but I have some confidence that they will survive. As for the overexpansion district, well, they have no access to water anymore. They have food. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the overexpansion district. All 59 beavers in here are not going to survive. As for the sacrifice district, we have paused enough houses that the population should stabilize until the drought breaks, at which point we can open the population back up. But the main district has 2,000 food, 3,000 water. They have a lock full of water that they can keep pumping. The productivity in these is pretty low because we just have nowhere to store it. So they're actually doing great. In fact, they are doing so well that it looks like you're even dumping gears into the next large windmill. Alright, so we're going to probably skip forward to the end of the drought because our districts are not doing great. Especially the overexpansion district. It's got one job in life, and that is 3 tiles right there to be completed before they all dehydrate to death. Well, we've had our first one go. Private Short Pants has died at the ripe old age of 15 from thirst. And then has instantly been vanished by another beaver. They're not starving, so the chances he was eaten is pretty slim, but as we can see, there are some thirsty beavers in this district, and there is still no water. But we have completed our project. I've added in just another lot of levee walls, just for the fun of it. But technically, our project is complete. So we have... Oh my god, that's not even set to be chopped. Chop it all. Okay. We have completed our project. We are going to try and replant the area with as many trees as we can before the beavers decide that enough is enough and they're going to give up on life and everything else. Well, that's all done. We should probably look at moving on to the next project, which would be housing. And we know this area is pretty dry. They're all full of logs, so we don't want to remove those. You... Pause. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to dump in house, 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 house. Technically you can stay there actually, so we'll unpause you. We're going to put in stairs, platforms, paths. Again, this is just about prepping for the next district. You can actually go away because we're going to want a 2x there. Stairs, stairs. Is that high enough? Yes. And then housing, and we will drop that, 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 and that. And we will wrap our platforms around the top and get in our next set of apartment housing. Again, we'll just see how far they get. Look, it's about prepping for the next settlement. It's like space exploration, you know, when the first colony ship gets sent off and you're not really expected to make it. But that is going to dry up any second. When that dries up, we're going to have some serious problems with just generally this whole area. Well, it's happened finally. Fuzzy Minor, Hungry Beaver, and Foxy Beaver were the last three in the overexpansion district. And I'm pretty sure they've given up. So we have exactly 0 beavers in the overexpansion district, which is fine. We have some trees planted. We have some housing built. Sure, it's missing the paths and everything else, but the housing's built. They are ready for the next colony. The next colony shall take good care of what work was done by the previous colony. Unfortunately, next colony, actually, no, they will have some carrots. Some carrots, not many carrots, but they will have some carrots. Yeah, I have some carrots. So they should be fine when they get there. Well, we're down to 5 days left. We have one beaver stranded, because there's always one moron who somehow built himself in and then went and hid underneath the platform because he's an idiot. But we do have a significant amount of the wall done. Water is getting scarce, as in we've pumped everything dry. In fact, I need to set up more scaffolding. At the same time, we have a whole new problem, and that is the lovely sacrifice district. You know how we didn't sacrifice the sacrifice district last episode? Well, it turns out we're going to be sacrificing the sacrificing district this episode, because they're out of water. They did not have the advantage of having a lot of large water tanks. They just had the tiny ones, and that's definitely come back to haunt them. Okay, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. That has definitely come back to haunt them. So they're about to dry up. Literally, this whole district's going to be dead within about a cycle, I figure. So next episode, we're going to have to repopulate this district, which shouldn't be too bad. Also, maybe do something about the expansion district, which, you know, never got... Oh, actually, no. We did send over a couple of busy beavers who did manage to get some paths in, so we actually have some housing. There are going to be some trees that we can chop when we get there. There'll even be a touch of food, not a lot of food, but just a little bit of food, that we can harvest when we get there. So, you know, this district should be fine. The maple in the sacrifice district is finally starting to mature, which means that they no longer have a wood problem. So, yeah, apart from like the sacrifice district being dead, everything will be fine. With our great beaver dam, with our great beaver dam, probably, like, we've still got 4 days, probably going to be either finished or good enough before the drought breaks. I think we're done with this episode. Obviously, when we come back next episode, this will probably be finished. And then we can look at repopulating the districts. If we get these houses up, and, well, he says as a house magically appears. If we get these houses up, which the second house is about to magically appear, we should have enough excess production, or excess population. We should be able to get a couple of beavers up and into these districts. Or a couple of beavers into these houses. A couple of beavers leveled up. There we go. I finally got all my words right. Sorry, it's been a very, very long episode. It's taken a while to get everything done. So, should be able to get a couple of extra beavers grown up that we can use to seed the new colonies. Same time, we are hopefully emptying those 3 storages. Now we've got the new storages in, so I can get these tiles back. I don't know what we're going to do with them, but I don't really need small storage anymore. It can basically go away. And yeah, at the same time, I do want to once again, as always, thank the lovely Patreon supporters of the channel. Where is that button? Thank the lovely Patreon supporters of the channel. They have been wonderful, along with the YouTube members and, of course, the Twitch subscribers. I need to thank everybody who has been supporting the channel. It means I can sit here and make 2-hour long recording sessions for videos like this. At the same time, it does mean that they get early access to the videos. So if you're enjoying Timberborn and you want to see things a little bit early, you want to see the occasional bad recordings when things go wrong, or occasional like series that start and then end up going nowhere. I get 3 episodes in and then decide whatever concept I had for that series didn't really work, so it never went public. If you want to see all those behind the scenes videos and all that sort of stuff, please become a supporter, come join us on Discord, and get early access to all those lovely videos. Anyway, with all that said, I am definitely out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. Thank you, lovely Patreon, whose name you see on the screen right now, and I will see you guys in the very next episode. All right, bye.